The sky above Sodom hung heavy with an unnatural silence, a thick shroud of impending doom that choked the very air. The city was a place of shadows, but now, a terrifying light began to flicker on the horizon. Two celestial figures stood before Lot, their voices like rolling thunder yet sharp as a blade.
They gave one singular, absolute command: run for your lives. Leave everything behind and do not stop. Above all else, never look back at what you are leaving. Lot felt a cold shiver race down his spine. His heart hammered against his ribs like a trapped bird. He looked at his family.
Seeing the confusion in his wife's eyes and the sheer terror in his daughters, there was no time for questions, no time for packing, and certainly no time for goodbyes. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a divine fury that was about to break. They burst through the city gates just as the first embers began to fall. Lot gripped his wife's hand,
his knuckles white with desperation. "Keep moving," he shouted over the rising wind. Behind them,
the sounds of a city in its death throes began to echo. The ground beneath their feet groaned and buckled, sending tremors through their legs. Every step was a battle against the instinct to stop and catch their breath. The heat was rising, a stifling wall of warmth that pressed against their backs like a physical hand. Lot's wife stumbled, her sandals catching on the jagged rocks.
She looked at the dark path ahead, then felt the pull of the life she was abandoning. Her home,
her friends, her treasures, all were being consumed. The angel's warning echoed in her mind, but the roar of the fire was becoming louder, more seductive, and infinitely more terrifying as they sprinted toward the mountains. Suddenly, the heavens split wide open. The sky didn't just burn, it transformed into a giant,
swirling fireball of divine retribution. A massive explosion, louder than 1,000 storms, ripped through the air,
shaking the very foundations of the earth. The city of Sodom was melting, stone turning to liquid fire under the intense heat. Lot's wife stopped. The sound was too great to ignore. She thought to herself,
"Just one quick peek won't hurt, right? I need to see it one last time." In that moment of hesitation,
curiosity overcame her fear. Ignoring the screaming wind and her husband's distant cries, she slowly, fatally, began to rotate her head. The world seemed to slow down. She saw the majestic, horrific beauty of the destruction, the golden flames leaping toward the clouds. But as her eyes met the light, the transformation began. It wasn't a slow process. It was a violent, instant crystallization. Her skin hardened, her breath caught in a throat of stone, and her form bleached white against the fiery backdrop.
Where a woman once stood, there was now only a jagged, silent pillar of salt, standing as a lonely monument to disobedience amidst the smoke. Lot reached out, but there was nothing left to grasp but cold, mineral grit.
Talk about a salty ending. The smoke rose from the plains like the smoke of a furnace, leaving a scar on the land that would last for generations. The moral of this ancient story is as clear today as it was then, when the universe, or a divine messenger, tells you don't look back. They aren't joking. Some things are meant to be left in the past. If you want to survive the fire, you have to keep your eyes on the horizon and just keep running.